Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus, let me tell you something. Please listen to me. I declare, I don't know you, but I believe that we are all the same. I believe we laugh and I believe we cry sometimes. I believe we hope and sometimes I believe we kind of give up. But then I think we also keep believing that if we don't give up, somehow we will succeed. I'm just a little boy, black boy, well, and little boy no more, but I was at one time. Born, my mother was quite young. But I don't understand why, but she was quite a young teenager. I don't think she was 15 years old yet. But I was raised by the oldest people in our family at that time. I was raised by my great grandparents. And all of it seemed to work out fine for some strange reason. There have been several times when I did stupid stuff where I was supposed to lose my life, and miracles occurred that allows me to still be here today. And I used to wonder why when I saw so many other people leaving this planet. And then it came to me one day that my purpose in life was to give a message about the love that only I could give and to share it with you, to give you some information about how much you truly are loved, even though you might not know it. And yet, in your loving, it requires that we, all of us as human beings, play a role in our development. So this message that I bring is not just to me and Minnesotans and to the people of the United States. It's to the people all over the globe. It's to all of us as human beings. It's even to politicians, but more so than politicians, it's to we, the common everyday people. The people who get up every day, some of us happy, get up some, and some of us crying because we got so much stuff to go through, and we really hoped we had help. And so, what I want us to know, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I'm going to bring it back to America now to speak to the world. We have lived under a two-party political system in America at least since I've been alive, and that's Republican and Democrat. And sometimes it's broken down with conservatives and liberals and so on and so forth. All in between, they're expressing the different levels of understanding and compassion and love that people have in their lives. And they're all split up into all of those different levels. And each of those levels, everybody thinks that that's the proper level to be at. Even though the pain and suffering exist amongst others, we allow that to happen because we do not understand love. We don't know that we will never run out of stuff that would allow us to continue to survive. Stuff that is outside of our ability to produce, like air. Stuff like what I call come from that magnificent power that's invisible that we can't see, but the evidence is all around us. I guess I really call it God. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you think about what the Republicans have done in America, you know they do not allow all of us as Americans to enjoy life. They don't allow it. When you think about the Democrats, and at least in our lifetime, for a lot of people of color and black people, the Democrats have been more forthcoming than Republicans. But the Democrats do not allow us to live the life that was prepared for us before we even came to the world. They don't do that. And so when you think about government, all of your lives, sometimes you've been okay, sometimes you've not. The times you weren't okay, others were. Then is this the way that life's supposed to be? Today you can get the benefit, and tomorrow you don't, and somebody else, and you just, is this the way life's supposed to be? Well, supposedly or not, that's the way it is. So what I come to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is this power wants you to know that if you could put your faith in the power that put you on this earth, and none other, you will be well served. You see, if you put your faith in that power and none other, that's all of us. And all of us are putting our faith in the same power. And that same power serves us well by providing air for all of us. It provides the ability for us to have food for all of us. And all of those things we can imagine for all of us. We must have it in ourselves, within our heart, within our own being, and within our spirit to see no one suffering. Consider it our responsibility. I don't care where the pain and suffering is. It is our responsibility as human beings, as a part of the human body, to take care of everything that we can take care of in the name of love. It is our duty. It is our responsibility. And if we don't do that, we will have people like we've had in the White House the last 4 years, doing everything to destroy us. It's like a computer virus just tearing up everything. Everything in there. Your computer might have been working fine. All of a sudden, a virus coming in. Bam, bam. Things are shut down. You're losing stuff. People stealing. People lying. People using the internet to come and tell you that if you pay this, it's everything about deception. Because people are trying to survive. People are trying to make it. I'm not so trying to throw these things at people who are hustling out there. They're lying and cheating, stealing, hustling, taking advantage of one another, because we are in a system that allows that to happen. Why does it allow it to happen? Because it doesn't meet your needs. Right now, we've just gone through a virus, or we are still going through a virus. And a lot of people had to stop working. And now the companies and things want to come back and trying to make their profits and raise their prices to make up for the time that they lost. They don't want to lose a thing, ladies and gentlemen. And so they are saying, come on back to work, come on back to work, even when the virus is still out there. Now you got those people who don't give a stink about you anyway, saying, well, if you hadn't given them that extra few dollars, then they would have gone back to work. But with those extra few dollars, they don't have the motivation. See, their mindset is on the half empty part of the glass. Now it's on the half empty because they're talking about you. So they want to take back that little help that they gave you, which gave you a little bit of understanding of what it's like if life could be a little bit better. If you had a little, and perhaps for some of you who received the $300, which is really nothing, but it really did something for you and it made you feel better. It gave you a taste of what life could be like. Look, that was just a little step. Now, what would it be like if you took a big step? But say, no, they're saying, take that back and make you suffer. Then try to force you to do this, force you to do that, not caring about you. They didn't force the banks. They didn't force these big businesses to struggle. They just set them back on easy street. Now they want you to suffer. But think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Forget that. Think about you not suffering. And think about that power of you not suffering is in your hand. Think about how that $300 might have helped you. Think about if you didn't have to worry about money at all. Think about if you wanted food, you didn't have to ever worry about it, because the system was set up in such a way that you would never have to worry about food, my friends. Think about it. If you never have to worry about housing, if your housing was just like you wanted it, think about it. How wonderful that would be. That's the idea that God has for you. Think about it. If your kids can go to college, you can go to college, any college, major in what you want to be, the best that you can be at whatever it is you've been given to do. Think about that, and you didn't have to worry about anything except going out there and doing it. Wow, that's God. Talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, people of America, people of the world, black, whites, everybody. Think about it. If you never have to worry about health care, first of all, you got the best care that is possible. And on top of that, you got it available to any and everybody to prevent you from getting sick. If you get sick, get treated. And after you get treated, get well and make sure you don't have to come back. The best system on earth. Think about that for all of you. Blacks, whites, people across the border, everywhere. Think about God's love for you. I'm telling you, you've been tricked. These systems of the world, you know what's going on? How do you achieve this, you say? You achieve it because the people who are doing it now, they have been limited. They have been restricted. But you open up those doors and tell people you can be whatever you want to be. And what you want to be is the thing that gives you your greatest joy in being it. And all of the institutions established in America is open to make you and be available to allow you to be the best that you can be. And being the best you can be, you come out of there, engage yourselves, and create for the people. Everything best you can be created for the people. God's love being given to the people through us. We, the people. You can't beat that. Now, if they want to get you an incentive to go back to work, why cut out what you got? Why not increase it? If you get $300 to stay from going to work, give them $1,000 to go to work. Now, I'm just using that as an example. God don't use money. When you got love in your heart, what's money for? You know what does money do? It divides you. It puts somebody else in charge of you. Come on, people. Well, so what do I tell you? Right now you have in America, you got the Democratic Party trying to take you someplace. It is in a positive direction, but it's still on the current to hell. It's in a positive direction. You got the Republicans who are not trying to do anything because they've cowered out. And then you got Donald Trump trying to get all of those who he calls fools, all of those he calls dummies, all those he calls puppets. He's trying to engage them to take over the country so he can sit on the throne as God, as Russian, Putin? And as this guy over in North Korea, whatever his name is, and there's a guy in China and a guy in Africa, everywhere people are sitting on the throne calling themselves God, where people out there killing and murdering other folks while you're trying to maintain some power. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, the people in America, the people all over the earth, you are as responsible for the genocide that's taking place on this earth as anybody else. Don't you think just because you're not pulling the trigger, don't you think that just because it's not happening in your country that you're clear. No, you're not clear. You're as guilty as the people who are running out there hollering and screaming and saying, help me, and you closing your ears and shutting your eyes and think that you're representing God. That's a big lie. Now, I'm saying this because I want you to know that it's true. This stuff is easy. You can flip this stuff around. You, the people, got the power, not the people in Congress, not the people that's up there on those thrones. You allowed those people to get there. You can snatch them down anytime you get ready. You can change this system around anytime you want to. And when people try to give these systems labels, that don't mean nothing. The labels that they give, which one of them provides for all of the people? Not a single one of them. So they're all phony. And I'm saying this to you, ladies and gentlemen, because I got some work to do. I've been out here for 40 years telling you this, hoping that you would wake up one day and we can live as though we're in heaven. But you haven't awakened. You haven't paid me. I haven't asked you for anything. I've volunteered my service for you. And in the process, not having money in this capitalistic system, there are things that you won't be able to do. Now, I got to go out here and try to fix a deck. I got to go out and try to hang doors. I got to go out and try to do painting and all this stuff. That's not my job. These are the jobs of professional people who should be doing it as a gift because it allows them to live like they want to live. Good God Almighty. But now we living in some hellish stuff. I know a lot of people think we living in the best that life can be. That's a big lie. All of this is a big lie. The world's living right now can't even touch the garment of living. You better wake up because I'm not going to be around all a while. I mean, I've been trying to throw in this towel because I've been pissed over the years at how I guess you just can't hear. And I've been trying to throw in the towel, but every time I throw the towel, I look at somebody, I look at myself, I say, no, I can't do it. And then I come on back out here, and I've been out here, but I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, time is passing. See here? Thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Once again, this is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Until next time, goodbye.